If I told you by the end of this week, you will have unknowingly eaten the exact weight of a plastic credit card, would you believe it? We think of plastic pollution as an ocean problem, but actually, we are currently inhaling, drinking, and eating microplastics every single day. You probably think, well, Nima, I buy BPA-free water bottles, so I'm safe. No, you are not safe. BPA-free is basically a marketing scam, and these invisible particles aren't just passing through your digestive tract. They are crossing your blood-brain barrier, embedding themselves in your heart tissues, and completely hijacking your hormones. Hey, it's Nima. Today, I'm going to show you why heating up your leftovers is actively poisoning your cells and how to use a protocol I call the plastic purge to drastically drop your body's toxic burden in less than 7 days. But don't worry, you don't actually have to live in a wooden cabin far away in the jungles. You just need to change 3 small things in your kitchen. When a plastic particle breaks down in less than 5 millimeters, it becomes a microplastic. When it gets even smaller, into a nanometer range, it becomes a biological nightmare. I call these nanoparticles the cellular little devils. Plastics act like macroscopic sponges that absorb heavy metals, and they are manufactured with endocrine disruptive chemicals, in short, EDCs, like bisphenols. When these little devils get inside your cells, it releases these chemicals, and your genius body mistakes them for your actual hormones, like estrogen or testosterone. This causes weight gain, chronic fatigue, and massive fertility crashes. You may think these little devils are just in the fish you eat, but the biggest exposure is actually coming from inside your own homes. In 2024, a huge study in the New England Journal of Medicine shocked everyone. Researchers looked at the arterial plaques removed from the neck of patients. They found that nearly 60% of the patients had microplastics and nanoplastics physically embedded inside the plaques of their arteries. But here's the terrifying part. The patients who had plastics in their arteries had 4 times higher risk of having heart attack, a stroke, or dying over the next 3 years compared to those who didn't. The plastic isn't just floating around. It attaches itself into your vascular walls and triggering a massive chronic immune response, causing massive systematic inflammation. So you may wonder how it is getting into your blood in such a massive quantities. It comes down to the heat threshold. When you expose everyday plastics to heat, the polymer bonds physically degrade and shatter. When you pour hot coffee into a paper cup lined with plastic, or when you microwave your food in a Tupperware container, you are literally releasing billions of nanoplastics directly into your meal. So, how do we protect ourselves? Step 1. The microwave mandate. The heat rule. Heat and plastic are a deadly biological combination. Never heat leftovers in a plastic container, even if it says microwave safe, because that means the plastic won't melt into a puddle, but the shreds of microplastics will release. Transfer your food in a glass bowl or ceramic plate before you hit start. Step 2. The cutting board swap. This is the single most shocking source of microplastics in the modern kitchen. So throw away your plastic cutting boards today. A 2023 study found that chopping vegetables on a plastic board can produce up to 50 million microplastics a year directly into your food. Switch to a solid block of wood or bamboo. Step 3. The liquid armor. Your drinks are the fastest highway into your bloodstream. Stop drinking out of single-use plastic water bottles, especially if they have been sitting in a hot car. Stop using plastic coffee pots, and be aware that many premium tea bags are actually made of PET plastic, which releases 11 billion microplastics per cup when heated with boiling water. Switch to a stainless steel water bottle and French press. And after a week, I guarantee you will have better energy and a drop in an unexplained puffy inflammation. Microplastics are everywhere nowadays, but don't panic, because you know how to avoid them. Remember to swap your cutting board, protect your coffee, and shut the door on the cellular little devils. I want to hear from you. Be honest. Are you guilty of microwaving your food in those black plastic takeover containers? I know I am. Drop in the comments below. And once again, thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.